Hello everyone, I am the Conage and I've got another Starcraft 2 commentary for you today. This one hails all the way from the European server. It is on the Gold League. With our opponents, our players being LarryThmetik is the red Terran in the top left, and huebi as the blue Zerg over in the top right. So yes, this is a Terran vs Zerg, a Zerg vs Terran, and hopefully we'll have a great matchup today. I am actually trying to run some new software this day, so hopefully the video quality will be better than it has been before. Let me know if you think it's better or worse, or just don't tell me anything, since I don't expect anyone to really say anything. In any case, let's see what we got going on here. We got Larry, I'm just going to call him Larry, coming out with a supply depot at the ramp, getting ready for some wall action. We got a huebi moving out with this Overlord, already scouted that there are close air positions here on Metalopolis. And what else we got going on? Looks like huebi's decided to go for... He's got a drone scout coming in also. We'll see if he decides to go for a late spawning pool or if he goes for a 15 hatchery. Be interested to see what he comes out with, and we'll have to see what Larry comes out here with as well. Let's see here. And it looks like it's going to be 15 hatch. Solid Zerg opening. We'll see if Larry decides to punish this in any way, shape, or form, or if he just decides to let it go. Hard to say right now. He could come out with some bunker pressure. He could come out with some... I don't really know what he'd come out with besides some marine bunker pressure. But it looks like he's going down for a refinery, so there's not going to be a 2 racks or anything like that. And... yeah, it's got a pretty standard opening coming in from Larry here, and well, we got gas first right after the hatchery. Interesting. Guess he's going for speedlings, fast speedlings right after the 15 hatch. This isn't something you typically see because when you get a hatchery up this fast, I guess you want to get a lot of drones usually, but this can be pretty effective. I'd imagine, since speedlings are always nice to have early. See what Larry's coming out with over here. Looks like he's just finishing off the wall. Decides to go with the tech lab first. See if he decides to come out with some upgrades. Maybe a Reaper opening, actually. A Reaper into expand. Except for he's coming out with a second refinery right now. Which means... I have no idea what he's doing, actually. He's got a second refractory coming out, and he's coming down with a second barracks. Normally when you come down with a... second refinery this early, you're looking to tech up. Maybe get a factory, go into Fast Starport or Hellions, Cloak Banshees, I don't know. But this isn't what Larry's going for. He's going for, what do we have here, Stim Pack. Fast Stim Pack, and 2 refineries and a Marines. I really have no idea what Larry's doing. Maybe he's getting ready for some sort of timing push off of one base. That's all I can really think of right now. Over here we got huebi coming out with the metabolic boost, and looks like a few Zerglings out right away. See what he decides to do with these. Maybe they're just for defense, maybe they're just around for scouting, deny possible expansions. And we have a factory coming out too. So we got 2 racks, Marine, Stim Pack, factory. This is looking like a timing push to me. We'll see how it ends up working out for these players here. And we'll see if we can get any scouting. Let's see what huebi's seen so far. Looks like not much. Maybe he should... Ideally, you'd want to have some overlords come around the back, maybe around the sides even. Usually you put overlords here to scout for any drops, and then you want to pull in a sacrificial overlord at some point. So you want them already positioned around your opponent. Or even out here to check expansion timing, see if you can see the mineral, when the minerals are being mined and stuff like that. But it looks like we've got the overlords all tucked away around the base, it looks like. And we got some Zerglings coming down here. Almost during a speedlings, going to see if an expansion's taken maybe. But doesn't look like any expansion's coming anytime soon. Ooh, he takes down the statue. Wow. What a play. And we'll see what comes out. Looks like we got reactor on the factory. Probably going to be transported right to the starport. Looks like we're going for a Marine Stim Pack Medevac push. You know, what could help this out a lot would be an engineering bay, maybe time it with the +1 attack as well, or something like that. But it doesn't look like Larry's going to do that. It looks like he's just going to go for, well, what I consider to be a little less effective play. Now that here's the engineering base, coming a little late since Stimpak's already done, but he's not moving out yet. So it doesn't look like this build is actually timed out. He's just getting ready for some sort of push, it seems like. Oh, and siege tanks too. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we're one basin from Larry here, just getting all the upgrades and stuff early and pretty much going to try to all in his opponent, I guess. And what do we have over here coming up for huebi? We got a evolution chamber. Looks like we're taking up to layer. Possibly going for some mutas soon. These gases haven't started mining yet. And we got for the unit count, we got 29 drones to 26 SCVs. So ideally at this point, wow, 30 Zerglings. What's he gonna do with these Zerglings? This is interesting. So yeah, we got 30 Zerglings coming here on the map. There's a lot of Zerglings for this time. Usually as a Zerg player you want to macro up and get a lot of drones ready. And see, that now we got a drop coming in the top. This is exactly what I'm talking about, where you position your overlords around here so you can spot drops. And see, huebi doesn't seem to have any idea this is coming, so we got some Marines in the back. They got Stimpak, no upgrades yet, the +1's coming through. We'll see how huebi responds. He's already lost all his gas mining drones, and now he finally pulls his drones as the Zerglings start to rush back in and try to clean this up. He's going to lose an overlord too. Looks like Larry pulls back into his drop ships. See if he tries to do another drop or if he's just going to get it out of here. He's already done a pretty decent job. He is ahead in the resources loss tab. I wonder if he's going to drop down here. He does have Stimpak, so he could potentially do a lot of damage, but looks like his Zerglings are coming right in here. He's got a decent position, but now not anymore. And he decides to stay a little longer than probably was necessary. Takes some damage, and you can see that last part evened it out a little bit in favor of huebi. And now Larry's probably going to hightail it out of here and get ready for whatever push he's got planned after this. And look, another barracks and now an expansion. So if he decides to expand, hopefully he pushes out first or something. Because this is a rather late timing for a second expansion. Right now he's got what looks to be 6 production facilities on one base, which is a little more than you want. Well, maybe not just a little more. Ideally you want like 5 production facilities on one base, or 4 on one base is usually the ideal. Right now he's got 6. So he's got a lot of production facilities at the moment. We'll see how this works out for him. Right now we got huebi coming up. Looks like he's got the Baneling's nest. Looks like he's getting some Baneling speed. 10 more drones. Should be nice. I would prefer it if huebi got some a little more scouting in. Right now it doesn't look like he has no idea what his opponent's got. He's got no idea if he took an expansion or anything. So right now he's kind of playing in the dark. At least Larry's kind of seen everything that's going on by running his medevacs through huebi's base. But he hasn't checked for the third either. Like, you typically want to scout a lot more than this, because right now it seems like both players are kind of playing in the dark. Especially on a map that makes it so simple to at least keep tabs on your opponent with overlords. So we got the Spire up, but no mutas in production yet. We got some nice gas pooled up, so he can potentially get a lot of mutas when he needs to. Then we only got 2 drones on each of these extractors, which I'm not really sure if that is on purpose or not. Though if he's going for mutas, I feel like he should have these saturate to the best of his ability. These have 3 on them. So we got Banelings coming in. It looks like huebi's getting ready for some sort of attack also. He's piling up tons of units at this point in the game, which is not very typical of Zerg players, especially now that we have Larry coming out of the second base. You want to be ahead by 1 base while you're Zerg, or be attacking, which it looks like he's going to be doing. You can see he's got 6 mutas coming out with the +1 flyer attacks. And finally we got Larry transferring some SCVs now that this base is getting kind of low on minerals. We got 47 drones and 29 SCVs, so Larry's been slacking on the SCVs a bit. And we'll see how that damages him in the future. Looks like he's getting out of Viking. Maybe try to do some Overlord sniping, but that's not going to work so well because, well, the Overlords are all tucked away at huebi's base. Now, this Viking can be useful at least until all the Mutalisks come through, which is very soon, so it might not live too long to tell any tales of glory. And we got a Thor coming out also. for our friend Larry. And we'll see how huebi responds to this. Again, he still has no idea that anything's going on. He doesn't even have any of the Zelnaga towers. I think a push might be coming through. See what is going on. We'll see what huebi decides to do. Huebi decides to move in with Mutalisks to see what's going on. At the same time, there's a push coming down this side of the map. The tanks aren't moving, just the bio's moving forward. And now the Mutalisks are in the base. The SCVs kind of spaz out for a bit, but don't really do much. And the Mutalisks kind of run back. And, I think I missed a little something there. Probably the Viking, actually. Yeah, that's what it looks to be. I don't think... Yeah, the Viking is dead. Okay, so the Viking died, kind of like I predicted what happened once the Mutalisk came out. Looks like he's getting ready for an elevator. Possibly he just stimmed all of his units for no reason and just kind of let them lose health and sap his Medivacs energy. Alright, we'll see if there's any kind of... Oh, we got the Thor drop coming in. But looks like huebi's ready for this. Ooh, he comes in with his Mutalisk first. Try to take out this Thor with the Zerglings. And actually, he does take it out. And what does Larry got going on? It doesn't look like... He lost all his Medivacs. So it looks like this elevator play stop. He no longer assigned the high ground. So it's possible that huebi could get a pretty good position like right here and shoot down at him. It looks like he's going to move out with his Zerglings. At the same time, he takes his third base also. He's trying to get around the side maybe for a flank. And he's going to come in. Looks like they can kind of see up there. But this is a good position for huebi. He can snipe out the tanks slowly. In fact, Larry should be trying to like scan whenever that stuff happens. Or be getting out some air units sometime soon. But it doesn't look like he's building any. I'm not sure what Larry is planning at the moment. But he really needs to get vision of the high ground or it's going to be useless. He doesn't come out with a Viking for some reason. Which makes no sense to me whatsoever. So Viking's not really going to help him out in this situation. There's a scan. Alright, so... He really needs some Medivacs right now. He could also be using some upgrades. And we got this expansion up, but there's no drones mine on it. Hopefully we'll see some sort of drone transfer in that direction soon. But it looks like we're just getting a bunch of Zergling production. And at the same time, looks like Larry's just pumping out Marines. And just kind of... I don't know, I guess he's setting up camp right over here. But I don't think he has what it takes to break huebi right now. And he should probably back out and start getting some Medivacs, like I mentioned. I don't know why he still has no Medivacs. He's had plenty of time to get Medivacs. I guess he's a little low on gas, but that's because he's been spending it on things that he doesn't need at the moment, like this Viking and this Thor. We'll see if any of them decides to make a move sometime soon. Some drones have finally started mining here. And looks like the Viking moves in again just to get sniped by the... Ooh, maybe he's trying to draw the Mutalisks out. He should probably pull his Overlords back a little more. Oh, looks like Larry's going to make a move forward. But the Zerglings come in. This should happen. It's like Larry didn't give himself the best position, but... And lack of Marine Micro from Larry just kind of got them all killed by the Banelings. Now the Mutalisks just kind of run in and clean up everything Larry's got. So that was really bad for Larry. You can see how far behind he is on the Units Lost tab. He just got in a really bad position and didn't micro at all, and just kind of left all his units to die. So now I fully expect huebi to just come in and destroy his opponent. It looks like Larry doesn't believe in add-ons or reactors or anything, so his production is a little less than you would expect right now. And these Mutalisks are just going to go to town because there are not enough Marines or anything to deal with these right now. And he should not have any problem taking out the rest of Larry's base. He's got 20 Mutalisks right now, and he's only got 11 Marines. I'd say this game is just about over. We'll see how long it takes Larry to GG. He decides to move forward with his SCVs for some reason. I don't understand that at all. Now the Zerglings come in. Some drones too. What is going on? Oh, and there's the GG from Larry. And there you have it. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that game. That was a nice little ZVT on the European server. You can see how it's a little different. And right now we had huebi just destroy his opponent just by, well, basically being a lot better. Basically Larry just got into a bad position and got all his units eaten up at once by bunching all his Marines up by themselves and pulling them all the way out here. And you can see how effective that the Baneling Mutalisk build is in this situation. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the cast, and I will see you guys later.